Good morning, this is Shanae. I am doing some Senegalese Twist on my client Kim this morning. And I just wanted to show you guys my method and technique and process of providing Senegalese Twist. Today we're doing these are not very small, but they're not big either. So we're going to say some small, medium Senegalese Twist. I prefer black and gold hair. And what I'm doing is sectioning Kim's hair off into small diameters for individual process so she can have a full head. I'm going to separate my coils, my hair strands. I'm going to ask her to hold the braid, the twist. And the reason being is because once I get to twisting, the hair twists along with it, and I don't want her hair to be pulled to cause tension for any hair loss. So what I'm doing in between my fingers is I'm palming the hair strands in the opposite direction of the actual two-strand twist. So each strand of hair is being twisted in the opposite direction that I'm gonna twist the hair. So I'm palming to the right and twisting to the left. And I'm going to continue to do that motion throughout the whole hair. Again, these are the Senegalese Twist, individual, small, medium sizes. I'm going to take my clip and I'm going to make a circular motion to section the hair. I'm going to grab my hair and separate it. I kind of know the density as far as how much hair to get by the filling. So I'm going to separate it, pull out so that it can have not blunt ends, but straggly long ends. So when I dip it, it's nice and silky to a point. I do like to twist all the way down. And to seal my twist off, I braid a small portion of the hair. I don't do a slip knot or anything. I just do a little braiding, which the braid unravels a little bit, but it stays in, which helps the twist not to unravel. So again, I'm going to start my Senegalese. I do not start my Senegalese twist with the twist. I started with a small braid. I just prefer that because it holds better and it gives longevity to the hair. So you can be able to wear it a little longer. Go ahead, Kim. So once again, I'm palming as I'm twisting the two strands. I'm palming the strand of hair. Palming right, twisting left, palming. So each strand is being palmed. You probably can't see that motion, but. So I'm going to continue to do this. You have to get used to doing the Senegalese twist with the palming, rolling. You could say rolling motion, but technically it's palming. I do locks as well. So sometimes people prefer their hair to be palmed, which is a rolling or twisting motion, which is a smoothing process. If you do not do the palming part, you will not have a smooth, taut, and tight twist like this. Once I'm done with the twist, at this point, I'm doing the braid at the ends, just to seal it off so I don't do a slip knot. I just do like a couple of rows going down, and then I let the hair go. If you don't do it tight, it doesn't stay like this. Now, sometimes I'll palm to the right and twist to the left, or I'll palm to the left and twist to the right. You really can't tell on which twist I've done it in which direction because they pretty much give off the same look and effect. And as time goes by, when I see some of the hair that strays out, which you'll see, I just pretty much run my shears up against the hair to remove some of the spikes. That's my preference, to have the hair clean. I like a neat, professional, clean look. So I just go right up the hair strand, and I'm very cautious and careful because I don't want to cut the Senegalese twist in its whole. I only want to take off the spikes. So this will be the length and the effect where she's able to do multiple styles if she chooses to. Once again, I'm going to pull some strands. This time I pulled a little bit more than I wanted to. Separate it again. The separation is because I'm giving it more length. I'm stretching it out where it's not blunt. I want it to be at a point as such. And you'll be able to see the difference once I go ahead and dip them. That will be the last process, of course. But I'm going to start and link the hair, to her natural hair. This time, I'm going to, sometimes my fingers just does what it wants to do. Go ahead and grab it, Kim. Once again, once you start twisting, if your client doesn't hold it, their natural hair is just going to continue to twist. The twist is going to twist so tightly against their scalp, so I'd rather her hold it in place. So once again, I'm just twisting left, palming right. This is something that as I was trying to say earlier, you have to get used to this and accustomed to it. If this is something that you're going to keep doing, don't think you're going to perfect this the first time around. And the reason being is because your fingers and your joints really has to get used to it. It's not an easy process. You can feel the tightness in your carpals between your thumb and your wrist. And you can really feel the motion of it being tight, like as if you're getting a cramp. And not to say that that's good, but that's when you know that you're really doing it the right way. And you have to get your joints used to it. I'm not promoting carpal tunnel or anything like that. I'm just letting you know the sensation that when you feel your thumb all the way down here, the striation, that's from the palming part. And when you do the twist, there's no pain or any tension in your wrist. But when you palm it, that's when you can feel the stiffness coming, and it feels like a cramp. So I loosen up and then I'll start again. I love it when my clients are okay with the camera being on them. I appreciate her today for this. This is a profession that I have always loved and endorsed since I was a young child. Since I was 12 years old, I've been braiding. So it comes naturally to me. It's a no-brainer. I don't, hold your braid. I just really, something was equipped inside of me, the passion that I have for it. I do not mind beautifying others. At one point, I used to be so shy that when I braided someone's hair, I only stayed behind them or on the side of them. I would never look at them straight in the front. But now, as a professional that I am, I'm able to look at the whole head and to look at my clients in the eyes and determine what look would fit best for them and everything. I kind of grew out of my shyness, which people would never believe that I was shy. However, I was, because I was unsure of myself. I knew my work was great, but I was unsure of myself, which is totally different. So taking this knowledge to another level, I just want to share with everyone out there. There's many YouTube channels that you can visit that talks about Senegalese Twist and natural hair and so forth. But I wanted to give you an experience when you looked at my channel, that you saw the professionalism, that you saw the work ethics, that you were able to see the knowledge that I have gained in this industry. And I wanted to be sure to pass it along to others, because a lot of people could do hair, but the key to it is healthy hair. So if some of you are wondering what I'm applying to Kim's hair, I'll show you really quick. I went back to the old school. I do not believe in edge control. I do not believe in Vontae, Silk Effects. I love the Vontae product, and however, I do not like the Silk Effects. I do not like the Ubora. All of those I have noticed have some type of ingredient inside of it that eats our cuticles layer for layer for layer. So once I noticed that my clients were having a lot of breakage, I had to go back to the drawing board and find out what was going to work for my client's hair would not cause them to lose any more hair than what they already had that was damaged. I promote healthy hair. So my spirit, which I am very in tune and endowed with, has led me back to the old school remedy when I first started braiding. I used grease. So I went back to hair grease, natural food that gives moisture to African American hair. Yes, the product that makes our hair super greasy. I don't worry about the frizz or anything. As you can see, I have it all under control because of the way that I braid. I'm not a loose braider. It's not in my ability to do so. I've tried it when I saw all these other braiders come out and they could braid loose. What I mean by braiding loose is I'm talking about the coil, not the start. So I use some olive oil, formula, Palmer's hair grease, regular olive hair grease. And in using the hair grease, I will mix it. Kim, can you hold that for me, please? With my lock twist gel. I will mix it with the lock twist gel. What I would do is I will take a scoop with my spatula. I have a spatula on hand. I will take the spatula and I will take a nice portion of it out and I will put it inside of the grease. Kim, can you put the grease up a little higher? I will mix these two ingredients together. I will put the natural twist gel inside of the grease, stir it up together, and make my own concoction. The reason that I do that is because I know that the lock twist gel is a putty and it doesn't give any type of breakage. I use that for my natural hair clients that wants twist outs or anything of that nature. I've tried several other products. I'm not a fan of them. So I stick with what I know. It promotes growth because their hair is oiled. I recommend my clients, instead of shampooing their braids, the reason that I don't like to shampoo the braids is because it tends to make the hair look raggedy old a lot faster. So I tell my clients to pour on with a spout antiseptic or sea breeze onto their scalp. And once they do that, to then apply some nice oil that has a spout as well where they could warm it up. I do have several choices of oils. We'll get into that at a later date. I don't like to promote brands per se because I don't get a return out of it. But if anyone is interested, if you make a comment and share, I'll be glad to share with you the information as far as what I do use as a professional hairstylist. I am a licensed cosmetologist as well as a natural connoisseur hairstylist. So my clients are able to get whatever services they want without having to go from chair to chair. It's really good to have one person in your hair who really knows your hair. But if you're not able to receive that service from them, any type of style that you desire, then you need to find someone that has just about the same energy or spirit working over your temple. That's what's important. Anyone could style your hair, but it's the energy that they're putting inside of you while they're over your head. This is a temple. So I respect my clients highly because I will want the same respect in return. So I'm working on the right side of her hair, and I'm going to take a moment